Welcome back to another 300ZX build video. Today I have a lot of stuff planned to do, and I kind of have it organized from most important to least important. So over here what we have is a radiator cap. Yes, I did ball out and get a Nismo cap on my budget build 300ZX because in the last couple of videos I had to use the radiator cap off of the Integra work truck, and surprisingly it fit on here, no problem. But now we have this nice Nismo cap we can throw on. Beautiful. I honestly didn't even know they made Nismo radiator caps, but once I found out they did, had to order one. And if you want one, here's the part number. I had to match my lug nuts, you know what I'm saying? Next thing I want to do is check the manual trans fluid. Not only check it, but I might as well put in new trans fluid at this time, especially because I picked up this transmission from a 300ZX junkyard find. And I read that it takes 2.8 quarts, so we have 3. And next on the line, this is the fuse for the brake lights. My brake lights always stay on. It's pretty annoying. I put a new grommet in the brake switch and it still stays on. So we're gonna have to diagnose that later. Next we have an OEM fuel filter and this big bracelet. Just kidding. This is actually the big O-ring for the fuel assembly because I think the fuel pump is either going out or we have some type of drivability issue going on, because when I floored it on that recent test drive it just started backfiring, so I'm thinking there's not enough fuel getting to the fuel rail. So hopefully we'll have time to look into that. And I also ordered some new radiator grommets. These are actually the correct ones for the car because when we were putting the radiator in I forgot to order them in time, so I ended up using grommets out of my brother's EG Civic hatch, and they worked and they fit. Same size. And the flex pipe finally showed up with some exhaust gaskets, power steering pressure line, and heater core hoses. We'll see if we have enough time for all that. But in the last video we did determine that the VG power steering line works on the K8 power steering pump. Pretty wild. This is probably one of the biggest benefits of stock height. Being able to jack it up no problem. Straight from the subframe. We got the Z up in the air. I tried to level it out the best that I could because the driveway is kind of on a slope, because when you're checking the fill level on the transmission, that kind of matters. You also want to make sure you have all of your tools handy, because once you're under the car you're not going to want to get out from under the car because it's such a hassle. Or maybe I'm just getting old, I don't know. Got the drain pan, the fluid, the pump, some towels, the ratchet's already in there, and an extension just in case we'll need it. Whenever you're changing the fluid on differentials or transmissions, you always want to take off the fill plug first, which is right here. The drain plug is right here. And all you need to do is put in a 1/2 inch ratchet or breaker bar or whatever. But if you can't get the fill plug off and you already drained the fluid, then what? You're just gonna run no fluid? So let's see if this actually comes off. It looks like there's some pookie on it already. So this has definitely been changed before, plus it's crusty. We got it. That's a great start. Oh yeah, and check out my exhaust. It's got some fluid on it. I'm gonna check the fluid right now to see how full it was. So to check it, it should be level right now. Put your finger in, dip it down. I didn't touch any fluid. That's really not good. I wonder how much fluid is gonna come out of this. Probably not much. Well, it's a good thing I did this really early on, although I did drive it not far, but you know, just to the gas station and back. But I know people who have gone through entire drift events with no fluid. Whew, highly don't recommend. Always check your transmission fluid. Oh, it's so dark. That's it? I'm willing to bet that was like a quart or less of fluid. Really not good, not ideal. But usually these plugs are magnets, so you can actually see there's some goodies on there. Now it may be alarming that there's metal on here, but that's just normal use with transmissions. You really just want to look out for having major chunks. But this little bit, that's nothing to worry about. Totally normal. We got our drain plug nice and cleaned off. This is all the metal flake dust that came off of it. Pretty wild. It's already picking some of the little flakes back up, so gotta keep wiping them off. This is a pretty good magnet. Now you're probably wondering why there's a magnet on here to begin with. That's to keep all these little shards out of the synchros and gears, because when they're all getting mashed together, the last thing you want is grit in between it. You want it to be a nice smooth shift, you know what I mean? Without it, it'd be like putting sand in your oil. Not good. I'll clean this up real quick. Reinstall the drain plug. For some cars you have to put thread sealant on there. but these are self-locking once they reach a certain point, so it's not really necessary. There we go. So to fill the fluid on the plug that's all the way up there's no way we're gonna fit this bottle up there in that tiny space. So we have this fluid pump. It's one direction. You stick one end in the bottle, squeeze this, whoop, and the fluid goes into the transmission. And you just keep doing that. It's pretty easy. Whoop. Well, it ended up taking all 3 bottles. I guess the car is not perfectly level. Let's do a finger check to see the fluid level. Oh yeah, we got fluid. All right, well, luckily that's done with. We can put the fill plug back on it. Wipe up any extra fluid. That way you know if it's leaking, if you do see some fluid there the next time you're in the car. Transmission fluid is officially wrapped up, but I figured while the car is in the air, I might as well put on the exhaust gaskets, right? Especially because we confirmed that this one has a pretty major leak without a gasket. We are done under the car for the day. At least I hope so. Dude, this bumper is gonna break off at any second. It's hanging on by a thread. All right, next, let's diagnose the brake light switch. I'm plugging the fuse back in. Brake lights are on. Now I'm gonna hit the switch, and you guys tell me if the brake lights turn on or off. Not do anything? So there were actually 2 buttons I had to press to check if it changed the light switch or not. The one towards the left was the brake light switch. The one towards the right was not. I'm assuming that was for the cruise control turn off safety or whatever. Now we need to figure out a fix for this. I did put a clip in there already, but it must have been on the right side, not the left side. So maybe I'll try and move it to the left side and see if that makes a difference. It's gonna be impossible to show what's going on in there because I can't even see it with my eyes. Just have to fish around and feel it with my arm looking like this. Now that I think about it, this is probably one of the reasons this car came with T-tops. So when you take these off, now there's much more room to get in there. This is my 10-cent fix. A dime and some RTV. Should do the trick, right? We'll glob it up. It's gonna get all over my hands. The brake light switch is officially fixed. No brake lights on. Now I will say there were grommets actually in both of the slots, but I had to adjust the brake light switch tighter into the position because when the brake pedal was released, it was not going back far enough to contact the button on the actual switch. So keep that in mind if you ever have brake lights that stay on. Oh, the horn works. Next thing I want to do is take out all of this garbage from the back and clean up all the interior because it smells so horrible. And honestly, I'm just gonna start throwing some of this stuff away because it's moldy. It's pretty gross, and that could also be why my allergies are so bad whenever I'm working on this car. Oh, that's disgusting. We got the rest of the junk that was in the car out. I put some stuff in because we're gonna go take a visit to Peyton, and Peyton is gonna hopefully grab all of this tan interior out of the car. I don't even have a black dash or door cards yet, but I would rather have no door cards than tan door cards and a dash. Also, I've been cruising around, well, not really cruising around, but test driving with no shifter. So Nate gave me his very first shifter that came with his Skyline. So this should be the same thread, right? Oh yeah, it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th. No reverse. This car is finally legit now. We're putting on our plates. Thanks, Illinois. This will officially be my longest test drive in the car. Starts right up. It's about 45 minutes, and this is also the first time ever driving this thing with the T-tops down, or I guess off. Pretty cool. We're gonna get the full 300ZX feel on this test drive. We gotta have the lights on. It's dusk. there, but since I have no coolant gauge, I'm actually gonna check the engine right now just to make sure everything's still good. What the? Green lights, I forgot about that. Previous owner must have been a really interesting guy. Alright, let's see. Something's rattling over here. Oh, it's the headlight. Well, so far so good. The best way to check is by feeling the lower radiator hose, because that should be the cold hose. And it is actually. That should be hot. Yeah, that one's warm. Alright, well, looks good. We'll continue on. Stop rattling. Dang. Oh my gosh, there's a green light for the license plate light too. We made it. Whew, that was fun. I got a lot of dust in my eyes though.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I mean it's been sitting for so long, it's just been piling up.
You want some wiper blades?
I have them in there actually. I haven't even put them on yet.
Damn.
Yeah. And I need a new windshield too because the previous owner was parting it out and they busted it. But yeah. Oh, the lights are still on. Oops. Farthest I've driven it. So far so good.
Yeah, you need a new bumper.
Dude, did you see? Look at this.
I got you.
I'm surprised it didn't break off.
Because I got 3 of them upstairs.
3?
Yeah.
Damn. How long you think it'll take you to take every single piece of tan out of this car?
45 minutes.
45 minutes. What time is it? I'm timing your ass. It's 9:00. Dude.
9:45. Give me 45 minutes.
You got 45
no,
minutes.
No, not the dash. Let's.
You want to add? Okay, how much time you need for the dash?
Well, actually, the dash might be quick too.
Yeah, there's no glove box. That's out of the way. Center console's off. This is off.
These door cards are easy to take off. Shit, let me push this thing in.
Yeah. He's getting into grind mode. Yeah, look at him go. Much lighter now, right?
Dude, there's just like so much room.
Imagine working on this. Imagine putting a turbo on this. How fun would that actually be?
And then this, none of this has to be here.
No, this is the KA harness.
So like you could route that.
Right. Yeah, I need to relocate it. It's just, you know, first few test drives.
This stayed on?
Yeah.
It didn't.
Yeah. My brother said that like when he had a Z, his was never bolted in and it never flew off. Same with that red car, the red Z.
Yeah.
Never flew off, no bolts.
The bumper isn't even bolted on.
It's got 2 nuts on the side, dude.
It ain't going nowhere.
When 240 owners own Z's.
Hey, she'll be good. She'll be good. We're not doing no work truck. This ain't no work truck, man. This thing is gonna be a show truck.
I don't know. It does have a KA in it. That's a truck motor, dude.
Dude, exactly. KA and put a big old, nice little fat turbo over there.
A nice.
Get her going.
Yin yang spinny boy.
Oh, just a little spinny boy. Just a little bit for some boosties.
Right. Dude, the shocks work on this thing. Clutch.
Yeah,
oh, all this stuff back here is also for you. If you want it, that is. Just random.
You need these.
I'm just gonna use a universal trim for the front windshield, or let's see.
I don't know what universal. This goes on that side.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what universal trim would work, especially for the top. This piece.
Oh, that goes all the way up here.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I mean, I have some of the clips.
Damn, they really messed this thing up. Oh, that goes on the bottom? Oh. Oh, yeah.
But it's held in by, like, little.
Definitely gonna need that. It's cool building these cars because there's actually parts available.
Yeah.
240, if you have a missing clip on your windshield, good luck.
Really?
They don't make, no. They don't
make shit.
No, there's not much. There's only like the hype parts, like Type X tails and Type X front bumper, but I feel like Z's, there's a lot more parts availability. Oh yeah, that's the known rust spot on these, right?
Yeah.
How is it?
I'll show you on mine.
Good.
Got like a black battery box.
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. Clean.
She's a little dirty, but.
Oh, I like the black mirrors.
You said what?
I like the black mirrors.
I do too. I really dig them.
They're supposed to be paint match from the factory, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the black's pretty sick. I dig that.
Big camels out right there.
I seen somebody last night was on the whole. Our tan delete is going by very smoothly. We have how much left?
The dash, really.
Right? The dash? Oh, and the carpet.
Carpet comes after the dash, you know.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
one more piece of tan falling from the skies.
Man down.
Sick. You got it?
Almost. Can that seat lift up, like fold it up?
Yeah, it can. There we go. Makes me so happy to see less tan.
Oh, here she comes. Over the wheel.
No, will it go over
Oh,
the
here,
wheel?
we'll come this way.
Yeah.
Hold up. Or like pull it.
Sick. Tan deleted. Yes. I can't lie, this is an all too familiar sight. Driving cars around like this.
Fuck it.
Yeah, I mean nothing works, right? We don't need the fuel gauge.
You don't need nothing.
I drove here on 0 psi oil pressure the whole time.
Oh, she's good. That's a normal Honda. You know? No oil pressure and no oil, and she's still running.
Hondas don't even need oil to run.
What's oil?
A whole new Z. A tanless, well, no interior Z.
It looks better.
It does look better, yeah. Oh, there is a puddle down here.
Here. Oh.
What?
I don't know if that's blood or rust.
Probably rust.
On this towel.
Is that in here already?
Yeah, that's blood.
That's rust.
What? It's gotta be rust.
How the fuck does rust get on?
I didn't even know that was in here. Came with the car. Dude, I haven't touched the interior on this thing at all. This is the first time doing anything interior related. We're about to go shopping to see if he has a MAF intake adapter and some stock turn signals. Because I would prefer the stocks over the all clears, honestly. So this, yeah.
Here you go, buddy.
That was fast.
That's that.
This is a big filter. I don't even think this is gonna fit in there, dude.
It will. I got another filter if you need it.
Smoked. Hey, these are dark. Prefer that.
Yeah?
Yeah. And now, oh, it says Nissan on it.
No way.
Are these? I don't know.
It must be JDM.
I
These
don't.
must be the JDM clears.
I don't know if they're JDM though. I think just the lens might be. See, it says Nissan there.
Yeah.
But the back has no type of OEM stamp or part number. Just stashed away. Yeah, I like those 50/50s, or I guess they're not technically 50, but stocks.
Did you get sub?
Yeah, I do need a sub and a radio. You got a radio up here? You probably do, honestly. All right, what do we think? Stocks or black? Stocks. I can't believe this isn't fiberglass though. That's crazy.
I wonder what bumper this is.
Right? It's definitely real, whatever it is. Is there any stamp in the back? It's got a part number.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this one's decent. It actually has.
Yeah, that one's nice. This one is good. I mean, scratches don't matter.
Right. That's massive. Unfortunately, the bolt pattern is different on this intake adapter, and the KA one is much smaller, so round 2 for that one. Dang. Full service here.
Full service, man. Hey, we'll even clean the glass. Hey, we cleaning the glass around here, man.
Cleaning the glass.
Clean glass. Hey, we did this all throughout high school, man.
Really?
We worked as janitors. And the lady, she was Mexican, so she didn't really know too much English. But the only thing she said to us was "clean glass, clean glass." Hey, we clean glass.
Look at you now, man.
Clean the fuck out. Look at it. And look at some. Up
Dang.
over there, man.
This thing sounds good running, doesn't it?
Fucking A, she sounds good. This KA that could.
Oh, just kidding. It's actually his car running. So the doors seem to auto lock, and I only have one key. Peyton just climbed through this window. Hey, get out my car!
Get out my car.
Yo! Honestly, thank God that window is not on yet, and thank God you can fit through that window.
We're all set here, bud.
Alright, let's get some fruits. No door panels.